All right, and we are live. What's going on, everybody? Hi. Welcome in to a return to Shadowrun. Shadowrun, nothing personal. I see Misfortune got the message on the audio. Very good. Very good.
Okay, just checking. Just making sure. Gotta be sure. We are in the Discord audio, right? Yeah, we are.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
And yeah, I turned off the air conditioning to have a better microphone.
Nice.
It'll pick up more, but at least I sound a little better, I hope.
Nice.
Yay.
No worries.
All right, so hello everyone. Welcome to another day of Shadowrun Nothing Personal. I don't know why I'm going all Canadian all of a sudden, but we are on episode 6. Holy crap.
Has it been that many?
It has been 6 episodes so far. It is awesome. Plus our food fight. Don't forget the food fight.
Yeah. Are you saying I can sleep soon?
Here we will soon release you into the land of sleep. After we, of course, slave your life away on our game of Shadowrun.
Yeah,
it's
so fun with this game because it's like, hey, we're gonna delay it half an hour. I'm like, so we're starting at 2 a.m.
Hey, I had nothing to do with that. I just know
I have to remind myself. I nagged Bub and volunteered for this for like 6 months.
Yeah.
No one to blame but myself.
There you go. Just gotta take responsibility for that.
Yeah, 3 giant cans of Red Bull, about 45 fluid ounces.
Wow. I basically fill up that whole screen with Red Bull.
Yeah, no, I'm good to go. My heart won't make it, but I'll still be here.
Well, that's okay. We'll hire some Oregon Leggers to come collect your heart once you're dead and gone.
That's horrifying.
Send for Doc Wagon. Okay, so welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Shadowrun Nothing Personal. I am your humble host, humble GM. I'm not exactly a host, am I? I'm just a GM.
You're the GM.
So, sure, fair enough. We'll go with that.
Yeah.
So I'm Misfortune, and
you're a ghost.
I am a ghost in the machine.
Please no.
So
not like this.
Not like this. All right. So why don't we go ahead and recap our player characters, what they do, and what they are currently doing. Because at the moment it is Monday, April 13th, 2076, sometime in the morning. It's cloudy, light patches of drizzle, a little bit of rain. And you guys have had a very rough day yesterday.
It's been a rough day. It's been a rough couple of days, to be fair.
Couple of days, for sure.
Yeah.
But for one particular of you, you've had it probably the worst. Yesterday, at least. So why don't we run through one by one? Bub, why don't you kick us off with who you are, what you do, and what you're currently doing in-game.
Sure. I'm playing Hoss. I'm a street samurai. I am currently being basically wheeled around by the tethers of my emotions. I have no idea how this turned up so poorly. I didn't anticipate it being that. I just wanted to pay off my arms. I don't want to owe anybody for my arms. You know, I like having arms. They're nice-ish, even if they aren't really mine, but they'll help me get through college, I think.
Arms are overrated.
You know, tell that to a guy without arms.
Ooh.
Yeah. So
you've been shut down, Misfortune.
Ooh.
No ableism here.
So we just finished. I guess we half finished part of the job. I don't even know what part of the job we're actually on. Things are just going poorly, and I have taken my first life. It was an accident. I promise. I wasn't anticipating turning the man's face into mashed potatoes.
Yep.
But that happened. And I also didn't think that veering the steering wheel would cause another man to die. So, yeah, I'm kind of dealing with that. I'm a young Street Sam troll, and I'm having a rough time right now. Kind of experiencing some emotions that I'm relatively unfamiliar with. And that's me in a nutshell.
Okay. And then why don't we go on to 4? Who are you? What is your role, and what are you currently doing?
I just painted my nails, and my name is Smiley. I'm a unemployed Shadowrunner who is now employed to do terrible and horrifically deceptive things because I have a voice that talks. Also, I'm an elf. Also, I lie a lot. Also, I can use magic, like lightning, and protect vehicle. And I'm just trying to make a quick buck and get my reputation to as high of a corporate standing as possible, because I deserve it, and so do these people who I am associated with at this point.
Okay. And we're just going to glaze over the fact you're a sociopath. Anyway, I'm just kidding.
A social butterfly.
Please
A
don't hurt me.
social butterfly.
Social butterfly. Yeah.
Hi, how you doing? Shade, go kill that guy.
Yeah.
Speaking of Shade, who are you, Shade?
I'm the guy with the gun.
Guy with good.
I'm the guy who does not mind killing people. Is what I am.
Oh. What a very basic fact about yourself.
Yeah, it's like, hey, I don't like killing people, but this guy, hey, I don't mind at all. Yeah.
Oh no, I never kill people.
I'm a street Sam as well, and I instead of I just want to pay for on my arms, my idea is, hey, I just want to pay for everything by doing legal gray area stuff.
Pay for everything good in life.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not gonna pay for my arms. I already paid for my eyes and all that stuff, so I'm just gonna keep going until I'm comfortable.
Eyes that you have no problem popping out of your head and rolling along the dirty ground. Let's not forget that.
I mean, I occasionally clean them.
I was gonna ask if you cleaned those things, man.
Oh yeah.
That's.
Do you use iodine?
I have like a small thing.
Is it like
in my pocket.
the golf ball cleaner that you shove in a?
Yeah, I was just gonna say. Exactly. It's imagine like a motorized golf ball cleaner combined with one of those bowling ball polishing things.
Fantastic.
And you just little thing that you pop in and you go, and then you pop it in. But during those seconds when you wear it up, you want to close that eye so you don't get dizzy.
But for all intents and purposes, your eye is basically a mini BB-8 just rolling around, checking people out, and all that fun jazz.
I am the proto BB-8.
Proto BB-8.
Gross.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
we're actually in talks with Lucasfilms right now because they owe us some royalty money.
We can't tell anybody anything. It's a secret. It's a corporate secret.
It's nothing personal.
Exactly.
Hey,
damn it.
there we go. There's our plug.
You didn't even wait. We didn't even get past the intros.
Of course. And last but not least, how about Chord? Chord, who are you? What do you do, and what are you currently doing?
Well, my name's Chord. I'm a decker of sorts. I work with the cyber decks. Not really a big fan of the Matrix, though, or any of that technological gizmos.
What
I'm
a
much more of a
paradox.
fan of the analog and, the good old days. The time before I was born, when things were real, when real music was around, and
Real music. You got a problem with our dubsteps?
yeah, there's no heart in it, Right. There's no heart.
So I've been meaning to ask, Chord, how would you describe what your cyber deck looks like? Because I can't help but picture it as like it looks like a little game console of some sort, like a big bulky Switch or something.
I wouldn't even say like a Switch. I'd say more like a TI-84 calculator.
So you turned your tablet of a cyber deck into a calculator.
Yeah, well, okay, so instead of like calculator buttons, imagine like old school like analog keyboard, like the nice like kind of faded white color that turns yellow with time. It's pretty yellow at this point.
Oh boy.
Good lord.
There you go.
Perfect.
He's
I
got
was
a
like, he's got one.
He's got a fucking
I'm
power
sorry,
glove.
It's a TI-84 Plus, but that's that's the best I can do.
Yeah. Well, that's the plus is him upgrading it to be a cyber deck.
Fantastic. All right.
It would be a plus if you didn't have the gremlins.
Yeah.
So I didn't end up cutting you guys off. What are you all currently doing? This is Monday morning. This is 2 days after your run that's gone foul. And yesterday you had a big chase with Knight Errant. Unfortunately, 2 of them were killed due to a car crash, and the adrenaline pumping through everyone's system to get the heck out of there.
You say unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
Misfortunately.
Hey.
Exactly.
So just to recap, we have some new faces out there. Awesome. Thank you all for joining us.
Hi.
So long story short, 2 days ago, the runners were tasked to go on a run to steal some kind of program called Izanagi. Turns out it's an AI that could kill the Grid Overwatch division or God. So we refer to it as a God killer as we've been going. The runners successfully stole it with a little bit of a hiccup. They got it to their Mr. Johnson, but it turns out that Mr. Johnson wasn't actually their Mr. Johnson. He was an imposter, posing as their job giver. So he took the program, he had a flashbang ready, flashed everyone, and with a small army of club guards, he fended off the runners as well as Neonet, who crashed in on the party, saved the runners' poops, essentially. And Eliza, the head of this group, sat down with the runners and said, hey, you fragged up, now you got to unfrag it up, go get the drive back and get it to us, and you'll get your money. Just don't frag it up, or otherwise Neonet will, make your lives completely and totally miserable. So this is 2 days later. The runners have uncovered a couple of leads, and they got a couple of suggestions from Eliza on what to do. The most immediate options that you guys currently have range between contacting Eliza, maybe convincing her to help with the interrogation of the club owner that you guys captured. I say captured, but Haas more like body slammed into him and probably broke a rib or two.
No idea what you're talking about.
All I know, it was amazing, and there was parkour involved.
Parkour?
There was a hardcore troll parkour, okay? Don't deny it. So you successfully knocked him out and gave him over to Neonet, and they've been interrogating him this whole time, but so far they haven't seemed to have gotten anything, or they haven't informed you. Second most immediate option is Eliza suggested you go talk with a Yakuza officer higher-up person by the name of Tanji Shinsaku, who has some pull in the Yakuza. Probably get him as an ally of some sort, get a favor from him, do a thing for him, he might do a thing for you guys. The suggestion was to pose as MCT, Mitsuhama Computer Technologies, the company that these guys just stole from. At least that's the suggestion. Even though Tanji Shinsaku doesn't too much care for them, he's an opportunist. And the runners were informed about a man named Grant Lesker, who poses as a Mr. Johnson for the Yakuza, for this particular guy. So they have a lead to talk to him, possibly, and get a favor, get an ally, who knows. The last one is what they uncovered yesterday, Saturday, April 12th, 2076, I should mention, for all you lorists out there. LZT and Haas successfully went into a store by the name of Virtua Electronica, run by Mr. Jameson, being bought out by Neonet and liquidated. But they stole some data, they stole a document with a signature on it. They also shook down some customers and the guy who worked there and took his comlink and got the heck out of there as the Knight Errant came down on them. That's when...
I mean, when you say walked into a store, I don't think you really get the tone across. Oh. We busted into a store and tore that shit up.
Okay.
Wow, I was bleeding to that outside.
Okay. Angry Troll punched an elf, went into store, caused a ruckus, and then Native American human came in, caused more ruckus. That's about what happened.
Justified, though? I think
Justified.
So.
We shall see.
It's all for the greater good.
He can do no wrong.
For the greater good.
Yep, it's all for the greater money in my wallet.
The greater good being your wallet, is that what it is? Okay,
yes.
I see how it is. Okay,
if you look at my wallet, it has greater good written on it.
Not bad, motherfucker.
Yeah,
your digital wallet anyway. Unless actually you would be the type to have a physical wallet, wouldn't you?
I got a physical wallet. It has cred sticks in it. It's just
it just says money for greater goods.
Too good. I'm ready.
Yeah, I don't want to buy any lesser goods.
Same. I'm ready to fail. I mean, succeed with great confidence.
And gusto.
With overwhelming confidence and gusto. Okay. I don't know about the gusto part, but we'll see how that goes.
I'll bring it.
Gusto.
So, you guys are going to pursue some more leads for Mr. Jameson. It is, like I said, Monday, April 13th in the morning. What are y'all doing?
I'm calling Chord.
You're calling Chord.
Yes. Good morning.
Good morning. Smiley, you feeling all right? Feeling better?
Oh, I'm feeling splendid. I had a wonderful breakfast of toast and melted butter. And I was wondering what you had planned today. I, for one, was thinking about learning some Yakuza tones so that we could get to a understanding with our new supposed allies in this endeavor.
What do you mean, learn a Yakuza tones? What?
You know, like...
Yo, nani? Baka na. Nande ka?
I've been watching a lot of the old school animated TV shows.
Your flats. You've been watching too many of your flats? I
Yeah.
wonder what anime would be like in Shadowrun, because Shadowrun's everything is three-dimensional. Trio.
Oh, Kiryu-chan!
Oh, God.
Get it! Anyways, we just have a lot of work to do. And I just wanted to make sure that you, the steadfast, absolute, core, calm column of our group is standing firm.
Chord just kind of looks down at himself, he's standing, looking in the mirror as he was doing his hair a moment before while adjusting his leather jacket. Yeah, standing firm.
Most excellent. I, too, stand rigid. In any case...
Erect, even.
Turgid.
Well... I hang up the call. and then I call back and I'm like, well, listen. We have to... I don't think... Okay, I've been thinking. I don't think we can steal the Isanuki. I think we should just cut our losses at this point.
What? You want to give in and do this job for NeoNet?
I kind of do, because I'm a little worried about our troll friend. And I don't know if we can pull off what we can without making him cry. And I don't want to make him cry.
You're not wrong about that, but...
I certainly think we can accomplish this, no doubt, wealthy endeavor. But...
Look, I mean... He's a good kid. I think that we can get him over to our side.
You think? Because there are a lot of people who fall prey to the undeniable totality of money.
Yeah,
This troll is not one of them.
agreed. Good thing we don't have to convince him to do it for the money. NeoNet just had him kill 2 people.
You have
You think he's going to want to keep doing that?
Ooh.
I'm just saying.
Well, I've been thinking about ways to make this a little easier for him. Perhaps we can also use that as an incentive. I don't think I could get the spell right now. It takes rather a lot of effort and dedication.
You're talking about brainwashing the kid?
No, not brainwashing. Muddying the waters.
That's brain muddying. That sounds worse somehow.
It's not. And if it's consensual, it's okay. Either that, or we
Smiley.
or we dose him up.
I'm gonna stop you right there.
Why?
We're not brainwashing the kid. We're not giving him drugs. All right.
So what? We're just going to ask nicely?
Yeah. Real nice. Look, I've been in this long enough to know that you can't change someone's convictions. And you shouldn't try. No, you can change someone's mind. You can change their opinion, but you'll never change their morals, who they are. It'd be as useless to try and get Haas to kill someone or join in on some violent task as it would be to try and get Shade to stop.
You're making a lot of sense. Well, in this case, I can certainly talk to my dear sister-in-law to acquire us the devices we'll need to transfer the program, if that is actually possible. In any case, we should ensure that Eliza knows we are being productive. So what time would you like to gather everyone to attend the Yakuza meeting? I will try to set it up.
Before we try and have this meeting with the Yakuza, we got that comm link from that kid in the store. Don't you think we should try and use it?
And you got a packet of data.
How old was this kid?
He was roughly around 20.
Interesting.
I say kid. He's like 2 years younger than me.
Oh my god. Well, you're old in different ways.
Yeah, so, Chord, you went through the trouble to get a nice big packet of data off of the terminal that was there. You haven't decrypted it yet.
I would like to... give me some time to decrypt the data that I got.
I see.
See what I can find and see if there's anything else we can use.
That's useful.
Okay.
I will.
Smiley, do you also check in with Shade and Haas at this point?
Absolutely. Good morning, Shade. It's a pleasure to hear you breathe into your phone. I'm glad your lungs are not artificial.
They could be.
Are they?
Have you looked?
They are actually. I even have an internal air tank. I'm more man than machine.
Wait, aren't you more machine?
Not by a large margin.
Aren't you more machine than man?
No, I'm more man than machine, but not by a large margin.
Okay, just checking. What's your essence again?
Very, very low.
That's what I thought.
My essence is like...
Your essence is singing in the rain for
wow.
Okay? That's how good it is.
That is the best way to put it. I'm very happy that you've given me such a clear idea. It is beautiful. Hello, Shade. Good morning.
Hi.
Well, I wanted to check in. I already talked to Chord, and he said he'll be working on that comm data that we got from the store. Now, it is my intention to begin pursuing interests with... Is it Tadashi?
The name is Tanji Shinsuku.
Tanji Shinsuku.
But what you were given was you don't have any direct contact to him. You were told to go meet. You were told to go find a Grant Lesker. He's a Mr. Johnson who basically gets jobs on behalf of the Shinsaku family.
All right. So,
by the way, my essence is 1.28.
Okay, so about that comment about being more man than machine. You sure about that?
I am 1.28 points away from becoming more machine than man.
For those of you who don't know, your best essence you could get, aka singing in the rain, is 6.
I have less than that.
Oh, that's less than that.
I'm very satisfied.
All I knew you liked
Well, depending on the results, we could go a different direction, but I wanted to see how you were feeling about last night's events.
Could have gone smoother, but, you know, shit happens.
That it does. Is there anything insightful that your experience could lend us in this dire time?
Not really. I try to stay away from the Yakuza.
I see. Why is that?
They're not too big on, shall we say, interracial relationships. They kind of hate everyone who isn't Japanese.
Even.
I mean, if you're not
are there
human, Japanese...
So wait, does your ethnicity change when you become, like, a troll or a, like, elf? No?
Yeah. If you're not human and Japanese, they're not a big fan.
Is that so?
Yeah, they're super fucking racist.
And I thought elves were stuff.
Oh, no.
Oh, my God.
Imagine that... Humanus turned up to 11 because you don't only have to be human, you also have to be Japanese.
Wow. Okay, then.
Dicks.
In that case, we'll use
business. Why I stay away from the Yakuza.
Okay, we'll use business provocations to induce a cooperation. That much, I think, will work.
Maybe.
Speaking of which, do you like doing business with us?
I've had worse partners, but I've had better, so...
I can take that criticism.
Yeah, I've had partners who don't punch each other out in the street and break down crying.
That was a big swerve.
Yeah.
So
is that punch.
Oh. Smiley, like, clutches his chest, just like, haunts him. So, do you have any contacts that might be able to... Actually, I'll leave that to you. I think at this point, I don't need to make any requests of you. I should just let you operate on your own account.
What were you going to ask?
I was going to ask if you had any interest in possibly... This is a secure channel, by the way. In possibly, because I am very cautious, because possibly Chord and I would like to get a copy, or we want the God Killer.
Yeah, I mean, this is mutually assured destruction all over again. One corp gets the God Killer and no one else. Not really a great situation for the whole everyone else thing.
Exactly. We need to create a Cold War.
That either everyone should have it or no one should have it.
Oh, no, just two powers, I imagine.
Yeah, but that qualifies as everyone because it's not just one person.
Well, what are we gonna do? Are we gonna screw over Neonet and destroy it and be good people?
I mean, that's nice in theory, you know, but I got shit to pay off, man.
And you can't pay that off and be a productive economic member if you're dead.
That is true.
Because
but
then
if
your
I don't
relatives
pay it
have
off,
to...
I will also be dead.
Unfortunate. Well, keep this in mind.
I'm gonna have to. We're gonna have to work very hard to stay alive. In fact.
I understand this. I haven't had much trouble doing that on my own account.
No, I'm usually pretty good on the whole staying alive thing.
I can tell. You're exceptional.
I'm usually also pretty good at making sure others don't. It's kind of what I do.
Very true. I think I understand you a little bit better, Shade.
Yeah,
I have to call our good friend, Haas. If you would be ready to meet us at a certain place and time, I will alert you via text.
Yeah, you do that.
Excellent. You have a splendid morning until we meet each other. And then it'll be even more splendid.
You have a splendid morning, hopefully. Bleep.
Hello, Haas. Is this Haas? Am I speaking to Mrs. Haas?
Oh boy.
Please, God, don't be Mrs. Haas.
I don't think there is a Mrs., but let's continue.
there is a mother actually.
Yeah,
Mother
that's
Haas.
his mom.
Mother Haas. That's what I meant. I meant.
Honey, your friends are on the phone.
I'll say that if it's early, it's likely that it was my mother. So good luck, misfortune.
It's your
Can you
personal
take the garbage out?
I thought you didn't live with your parents.
After last night, I went home.
Oh, that's right.
After last night, I definitely went home.
But he's calling your comm, not
your
not
personal
the
comm link.
comm.
How many times will you ring?
Constantly.
Constantly? Okay. My mom's going to answer because I'm currently just twirling a spoon in my soy calf charms.
Oh, no.
Not really sure what to do or feel. It's like, picture, if you will, the troll me is hunched over the table, just twirling the spoon in my charms, and all I'm wearing is, like, my briefs.
Oh, no, you poor boy. That's so tragic. Hello? Give it to me, Misfortune. Give it.
He has to stop laughing first.
That and I need to remember what Haas's real name is.
I'm gonna get some coffee while you prep yourself.
My real name is Axel.
Yeah, 10 seconds.
Axel. Okay.
Does your mom know you as Haas? Does she know that nickname?
No.
Okay.
I know this isn't right, but I imagine Haas's mom like an old Jewish woman from New York. Like, are you going out? Could you take the garbage out at the same time?
Old Christian woman from
Yeah,
Boston.
she's a hard ass.
I know it's not
Catholic.
right, but that's the mental image I have. I'm fully aware that it's wrong.
So
that's the mental image.
to set that in your mind, she's a hard ass Catholic woman.
Could you take the garbage out?
If only I knew Jack about Catholics.
There's only 2 framed photos on the wall, one of Jesus and one of John F. Kennedy.
You're not wrong. Wow. Are you my mom?
Third.
Congratulations, you're yours, mom. Now go. Hello, this is Axel's phone. Who's speaking?
Oh, hello. My name is Smiley. I'm a friend. I was hoping I could speak to him this morning.
I'm afraid my son's not available to talk right now.
That's unfortunate.
Were you involved in whatever you did last night? He hasn't told me or his father. What's going on?
Oh dear. I was hoping he might have told you.
No, I'm not going to invade my son's privacy. He came in a horrible mood, and frankly, I'm a little worried. So if you were involved in that, God help me, I will call Night Errant on you.
Well, it's good to know that he is such a protective mother, first of all. But you should also be very gentle, because last night we did have an unfortunate occurrence.
Hey, look, you're not going to tell me how to raise my son. You're going to tell me what happened, and you're going to tell me why you want it.
Well,
preferably in that order.
Oh my.
Ma?
Well,
Ma!
As I said, my name is Smiley.
Hold on. Yeah, honey.
Who are you talking to?
Friend of yours says his name's Smiley.
Oh no, oh god. You can hear the sound of like furniture shifting in the house.
Well,
because the hand's on the phone.
We went to a party, and we wanted to take him out for just a very brief time because we
heard that he does drunk. Did he hurt somebody?
No, I didn't get drunk. I don't drink.
No, we called.
Shush, honey, your mother's talking.
We called a taxi, and unfortunately, as we were driving one of the other participants home, they hit a mother kitten who's pregnant.
Roll me a con 4. And because we've established this as a hard-ass mother, here's 8 dice to roll against.
I believe hard-ass Catholic mothers can smell lies too.
Is this
Okay, fine. Here's 2 more d6.
No, stop that.
Is this a fast talk?
This is a fast talk, yeah.
That's a very
Alright.
believable lie. I feel like he gets a bonus for that.
I'll give you +1.
4 successes.
You telling me my son had some drinks and he ran over a cat?
No, he wasn't driving. That would be irresponsible.
I told you I didn't have anything to drink.
Do you not know how cars work? Cars drive themselves. They're designed not to do that.
Really?
Yes, you non-car driving person,
Yes,
they do drive themselves.
Oh God.
Do scooters drive themselves?
They can, yes.
He really bought the cheapest fucking scooter he could get his hands on.
So in your case, no.
No, I actually did. Well, yes, it was very tragic. It was unfortunately very messy. We weren't able to save any of them, even though we tried very hard. It was very difficult to try to console him. I wanted to see if he was fine, and if perhaps we could do something possibly...
And real quick, just to check, how do you know my son? Because God help me.
I need to fast talk. Okay.
Hello?
We...
Tell me I'm going to hang out.
He was walking on the street, alone, feeding kittens, among other things, because it was just a glance. And it's hard to say this, but I'm a bit of a cat enthusiast.
Cat enthusiast.
Yes.
Roll con at -1.
Okay. This is gonna be good.
Also, you got your edge on. Turn that off, please.
I turned it off. 6 successes.
It's still on.
It's still on.
No, it's not. Fuck. Now. Okay. I turned it off.
Okay, reroll, please.
-1. 4.
Hey!
Honey? And she looks over at Haas. Is this true?
Is what true, ma?
That you met a fellow cat enthusiast? Because that's what your friend is telling me, so I'm a little curious. You sure you aren't on anything? You haven't met some bad people, have
Ma,
you?
you know I wouldn't do anything like that. No, I learned from the best. You told me not to do that, so I wouldn't do that.
You hear that? That's how I raised my son. I raised him to be a good boy. And I don't want my good boy running around with bad people. Do you understand me?
Yes, ma'am.
Come on.
You want me to put him on?
I would be very happy if you would.
Honey, take the phone.
Yes, ma. Thank you, ma.
That's a good boy. And she gives you a pat on your arm before she goes up to the kitchen to make you something to eat.
Hello, Haas. Good morning. It's me, Smiley.
A cat enthusiast?
Yes.
That's the best you could come up with.
I've seen calicos before. And tortoise shells.
Good morning, Smiley. Is there any place that we could talk that's not around here? Could I meet you somewhere?
Absolutely. I was actually hoping to do that during this call. Or not during the call. You understand.
Yeah, just tell me where I gotta put some pants on.
That would be preferable. And there's a long pause. Anywho, you can make your way towards the designated spot that I have decided we will all meet. Whenever you're ready, though, do take your time and enjoy the morning Seattle weather.
The rainy weather. The weather that never stops raining. The weather that's always
Take your
wet.
time and put on some pants.
However much time it takes you to put on pants, take that much time.
Exactly.
Maybe
What?
a little extra.
I'm not worried about the rain after last night. I got this kick-ass umbrella. You should see it. It's real big.
Oh my goodness.
They saw it. They know you have it.
I thought. Oh wait. I thought.
I was gonna say you guys did a
Oh.
drive-by or something, and you just grabbed it.
Mm-hmm.
No, he walked up.
I know.
yanked it out.
He walked
Oh,
up.
that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Walked off.
Yeah, 'cause
think
I
was
left
the only one
the-
with him at the time.
I left the cred stick, and it was like I didn't leave a ton of money, but you guys were like, "Holy shit, that's $1 billion." It's like it's just.
It was like
Pittance.
$500.
It's-
But I don't think I saw this, so I just, for some reason you're telling me you have a really cool umbrella. I'm like, that's really nice. I'm
Hey.
looking forward to seeing it.
Well, I don't have to worry about the rain. Let's. I'll just send it to me on the comm link. I'll meet you there.
Excellent. It's good to hear from you, Haas.
Same to you, Smiley.
Also, your mother is a very persistent and defending woman.
She's scary. She
No, I've met scary women before.
Listen, you don't know. Don't whatever you do. Don't say the Lord's name in vain. Whatever you do, okay. Just she will beat the bricks off your body. Just don't do it.
Yeah, you tell him, honey. You hear in the next door.
Yeah, ma, yeah. Listen, I gotta go. I gotta get some pants. She's going crazy.
All right, enjoy your religious liberty.
And I'll hang up.
Okay.
I text Grun, I'm doing the best work with this new group. You are going to be so jealous.
Sure I am. He texts back.
And then I post a selfie on Shadowrun Imager.
Oh, yeah, okay.
It's called Me Feed in this universe, fun fact.
Ooh!
Me Feed.
I'm remembering more and more. All the details are starting to come back about last episode where I may or may not have hung up on the lady from Neonet.
You did.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
I had to talk.
Eliza. Oh boy.
Okay.
I'm gonna call Haas. I'm doing this as I'm hacking, also
Alright.
decrypting this thing.
I'm coordinating where we're going to meet.
All right. So Chord, meanwhile, you basically have a packet of encrypted data. It's a little tough. Like there were some work put into it. So if you want to try and decrypt it, you're going to do a crack file action. I'll let you say you have the mark because you had this thing for a while.
Okay.
That's your hacking plus logic. You're going to roll against 12 dice.
All right.
And this is as you're calling Mr. Haas. After he's had some religious liberties or something.
I'll probably... I mean, if this is likely following the events of the call with Smiley, it's likely that I'm still getting dressed. Repacking my bags, things like that.
You just cannot get a break.
I can't. So you get to play my mother again. Oh, she takes many of her own liberties.
The comlink's still on you, though.
Just say you're a cat enthusiast.
Yeah, so long as the comlink is on you, I don't want to talk to your mom. If your mom answers, I'm hanging up.
Okay,
but it's my
everybody,
favorite.
It is now canon. We now have the Cat Club. That is the name of our team. They are the Cat Club.
The kitty corner.
The kitty corner. There you go.
Lord. It's my favorite thing. Ma's the best.
I think the cat gang is taken.
Cat
Really?
conficionados. Is that right?
Sure.
Aficionados.
I will.
Sure.
You'll probably be able to catch me just as I'm walking out the door. Seeing that it's you, I'll answer. Morning.
Hey, Haas.
Hey, how's it going, Chord?
Good. I wanted to check in before we meet up at the designated place that Smiley has said that we are meeting up.
Yeah. What's going on?
So, we're gonna be talking about the next thing that we're gonna do for this job, right? And
yeah.
I know you've had some. I know last night was rough.
Oh yeah, you know, look, don't worry about it, okay? I overreacted. It's nothing. It's no big deal. You know, I learned to adapt. That's what I've had to do since I was since I just come out fresh from under the bridge. You know.
Plus, as you say this, as you bring up the events of yesterday, I need you to roll a composure, please.
Sure.
Last session, after the incident, we gave Haas a shiny new negative quality by the name of Flashbacks 1.
Oh, that's right.
Okay, I'm rolling composure. Any situational mods?
Nah, flat.
Okay. That's a lot of 6s.
So Haas, thankfully, you managed to repress a lot of that memory. Like, you just blocked a bunch of it out. In fact, that's probably how you've been coping. Like, it's getting pushed somewhere in the back corner of your mind. It is starting to resurface now that Chord mentioned it, but you just managed to focus on the job. Focus on the job. Just pay off the money.
Yeah, I maintain my composure, and you may notice that there might be a bit of a shake in my voice at the mention of it, but I just compose myself and say that it's all right. It won't happen again. It's no big deal.
Nah, look, I know you're a tough guy. Like, I'm not doing this because I'm not calling to say that I don't think you got what it takes, because I think you do. I'm calling because this job that we're doing for NeoNet, I've been thinking, I don't like it. They're the ones who pushed you to take those people out. They don't give a shit about any human life. They just want their program back. And that don't sit right with me.
I know this is a minor logistical thing, Chord, but it was NeoNet that wanted you to steal it from MCT, and NeoNet obviously just wants to keep their god from being taken down.
Yeah. Right. They want to keep the god from being taken down because that's what keeps them making money.
Well, you know what, don't you think we could just handle this better over in person? I don't know. I know this is like a safe comm link, but well, you know, what do the others think?
You're right, and I made sure this was a secure channel. But I just wanted to give you a heads up before we meet in person, because I get the feeling that Shade might not have the same idea.
We haven't spoken today, right? Chord?
Correct.
So,
but I would suspect that regardless.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely fine. So you don't.
What do you want to do about it? Shade, I feel like he's motivated by the money, but you know, what do you think? He's not just gonna sit on his sidelines, you know?
No. I think there's still money in not doing the job as described. It's not the same. But I don't know. We can talk that out more in person. Hey, Misfortune, what did I get from that data crack?
Okay, so
Mid-conversation, I'm reading all of this data.
Sure. So you rolled me 5 successes.
He rolls initiative for to go 1,000,000 miles per hour in the data stream.
Okay. So I shall answer your question. What you find is a series of basic business documentation. Obviously, it's not too time sensitive. You were getting data off of a temporary terminal. But here's what you recovered. The documents consist mostly of various transaction reports for like a given day. After every business day, money is deposited into a bank, which is listed in this report. You also got some other unimportant nonsense containing like general inventory due to be moved, stuff that has to be moved out to Neonet, or stuff that has to be acquired to then finish liquidating and selling off all their assets. So the big thing of note is basically money that has been deposited to the First National Bank of Seattle, namely the Linwood branch. Any money that's been made for a given day, they like close it out and they send the money over there, and it's reported in that log. Otherwise, it's just transactions for the day. It's general audits. It's just an inventory check. Very basic, unimportant business stuff for just Virtual Electronica. Otherwise,
okay. Could I track that money that's going to Linwood?
Yeah, you can easily Google up the bank, and you find the First National Bank of Seattle, the Linwood branch. You won't be able to follow the money because all you have is just a record of it saying it's been moved.
Right. Is the account owned by Jameson?
It is under his name. Yes.
Okay. So it's his personal account rather than a corporate one.
Yeah, it's money made out to Mr. James Jameson, owner of the Virtual Electronica, CEO of Virtual Electronica. Money paid
gotcha. I got a little bit of data from that terminal from the store we got yesterday, and not entirely sure what to do with it, but we do have this comm link, and we can maybe contact Jameson, and if he's willing to listen, we might be able to get on his side.
You know what? I like talking. It's way easier than going the physical route.
My thoughts exactly.
Well, the Chord, I'm going to go ahead and assume you've also been trying to pick away at the comm link while you've been talking with Haas.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and tell you now that it's a very basic meta link. You could have broken into it real easily. But the problem is it doesn't have any information on James Jameson. There's very low-level managers and a emergency number in case of an incident, like, say, for example, a robbery or a fire or something like that. Basically, Virtual Electronica's emergency contact at Neonet, which is of no importance to you. So there's no direct tie to James Jameson on this comm link.
I thought we were told there was.
Basically, what you've been able to find are some text records of some communication back and forth with like a low-level manager. He just handles some of the hiring, general day-to-day maintenance. But this kid who worked there has no direct contact to James Jameson.
Oh. Well, there goes that idea.
You tried.
Do matrix search for a signature.
Oh yeah, can I do that?
You have a signature on a paper. I think LZT technically has it.
I could probably fax him a copy, or
yeah. I got a fax machine.
Send a picture or something.
I was gonna say, this is the future, motherfucker. You scan it and you send it to him as a digital file.
Yeah, and then my cyber deck prints it out.
Yeah,
Of
exactly.
course.
I imagine you have one of those Game Boy printers plugged in.
Yes, it's exactly like
and,
that.
it's a tiny little sticker about yay big,
Exactly, yeah.
and there's no color.
Nope.
Mhm.
What's that? Screenshot, motherfucker.
All right,
but
well-
I don't know that you need it, so you'd have to let me know.
Yeah, I'd have to ask. All right. Well, LZT, or sorry, Shade. Shade might be able to give me his signature so we can try and get in contact with him. At least.
Good. You know, let's talk about it when we meet up next. I'm just gonna catch his bus, and I'll see you in a little while. I guess. Hoping I catch the speed bus.
Yeah, I'll see you there.
I am currently underneath my car trying to firm up the suspension so I can drive in town a little better.
Okay.
Is there a thing I can do that will actually affect the car, like an automotive mechanic thing?
What are you trying to do with the car again?
I am trying to firm up the suspension so it doesn't handle like a flubber on fucking tarmac.
You'd have to go get it taken to a mechanic to change up car
Can't
parts.
hear you, LZT, but I'm pretty sure you just said I am a mechanic.
Yeah, I am a mechanic. Automotive mechanic. I'm rating 3 in automotive mechanic.
Okay, you can basically fix up the car, and you can kind of tweak it a little, but because you have a certain mod that basically raises the whole damn thing up for off-road suspension,
How about
that
this?
that kind of thing has to be taken out at a garage to change it to something else.
Oh no, I don't want
You
to.
just
I don't
need
want
parts.
to remove the suspension. I simply put things into the springs that will make the springs not compress 400%, but they're 200%.
Fold up some
Like
coasters.
you can do that with a weld. Or you don't even need a weld. You can do it with duct tape and 6 plates of steel. Literally.
Oh, too
Sure,
bad you only
you-
have 5 plates of steel.
Oh shit!
Okay, fine.
Hey, I
You-
have
you-
this crud stick. I can stick that in there.
Fine, you get some tools and a crank, and you work at it for at least a couple of hours.
Cool.
But time passes for everybody. Thank you, Denlara. I'm glad there's a car expert out there, which I clearly am not. So, y'all do your stuff you were working on before the meet, and where did you all agree to meet at?
The place.
What
The
that we
play.
haven't specified yet.
Let's meet here.
That's very close by. That's fine by me.
Where's here?
Wait, where?
Oh wait, no. Let's meet like here. No, let's meet because Haas has to take the bus. So let's
Yeah.
meet like in this A place.
All of us are faster than Haas.
Yeah.
Let's not meet in an A place. There's lots of cameras. Let's meet in the C place.
You know what I
Let's
mean?
go by the Renton shopping mall.
All right.
Easy
And,
enough.
Smiley, looks like you're having to take the bus too.
Aw,
Sure.
dang it. I have to take the bus too, like a heathen.
All right, so you
Stuffer.
pointed at over in Orilla. So, is there a particular building you're trying to find, like a shop, a stuffer shack, a coffee place,
A bench.
a bench? Okay.
No, let's go to a coffee shop. Let's get some soy coffee.
All right.
I mean, if we met in a park, I think that would be very
Let's-
soothing for
okay.
Haas. 'cause
Yeah,
then he
let's
can
meet.
feed birds and stuff.
It's-
Can
Or
I?
he can feed birds to cats.
It is drizzling outside.
Hey, I have
He's
a
got
very
a
important
huge
question.
fucking umbrella, though.
Misfortune.
What was that?
Does suggestion work on animals?
No,
Why wouldn't it?
because they're not exactly smart.
You're suggesting with words they don't understand.
Yeah. I mean, if you had
Dang.
animal handling is the way you'd go about doing that. But do you have animal handling, sir?
No, I don't.
Okay.
That's okay. I'm fine.
Also, I don't think a drizzle is a problem. Haas has a huge fucking umbrella the
Yeah.
size of
A big table
a big
umbrella.
table.
I don't have an umbrella.
Well, it
I
sucks
also
to
don't
be
need
you,
it.
Chord. That's a personal problem you got to deal with now.
Getting completely drenched in the rain is just like a very the
I
Wayne.
furiously wave to everyone as they arrive. Hello!
Okay.
I'll
By
venture
the way,
over.
this coffee shop is just a low key little building, and it has a little awning over the outdoor tables.
Okay.
Are there umbrellas on their outdoor tables?
There are some tables that are in the exterior, like complete exterior of the building, not in the little patio they have.
Okay.
Those have umbrellas.
All right. Well, I'll arrive, and I'll pop down my gigantic umbrella.
So,
I was gonna say, I imagine you sitting at a table without an umbrella. I brought my own.
So, you take out the old umbrella and you put in your fancy one you just stole?
No, I'm not gonna like change the umbrella out. Whatever's functional works, but
So
if-
you're gonna stick both of them in the same table hole, and you're now just gonna have two umbrellas sticking out of there?
no, I didn't say that at all. I'm gonna like stand it next to the table so it's even less rain.
Okay, so you pound it into the ground, and now you have an umbrella next to another umbrella.
Yeah, sure, that'll work.
Good
Okay.
thinking, sir. That's extra efficient.
Okay.
I say to Haas.
It doesn't cover more of the seating, but okay.
Covers more of
Covers more
Haas.
Covers more of us. Okay. It is fulfilling its purpose then. Okay, so you all arrive at your own designated times. Chat.
All right, let's get down to business. I
Let's get
drink my
down
coffee
to
black.
business.
How do you drink your soy coffee?
Neonet.
I'm not defeating Neonet. We're still working for them.
Oh yeah, totally.
I'm
Let's
doing it.
get down to business to defeat China. Oh wait.
No,
Okay.
no,
You
we're
don't fuck-
working. We're going to hopefully work for them, sir.
China?
Okay.
China.
So, speaking of which, we need to contact Mr. Lesker, I believe. And then we can get in contact with the people who will be able to help us in this endeavor. Isn't that right? Is that what we're agreeing to?
I don't know.
You don't know.
No, I don't know.
Well, from now on, we should all be having a consensus. So let's figure out how we can make you know.
Wow. Okay.
Because from what happened last night, we should not keep secrets anymore.
You know,
should
I
all-
agree. No one should be keeping any secrets from anybody.
I know, right? It's just going to make things easier in the long run.
Or safer. Nobody has to get hit. Nobody gets upset, bleeds out in a puddle, loses their moped.
Where did that go?
I don't know. I think down like I-70. I'm not sure.
Hey, mopeds can fly if you throw them hard enough.
You are a couple few dozen miles away from your scooter, assuming it's still intact or not in police possession or someone else's possession.
I was gonna say, in the world of leaving behind evidence, we just left behind an actual vehicle with registration and stuff.
I have reasons.
Don't worry, I made sure that your license plate wasn't on it. I didn't want them tracing it back to you.
You see, that's how we should start looking out for each other from now on.
I do what I can with what little I'm given.
In any case, we have very little given to us personally. So, what we can do...
I just gotta say, I'm glad Haas is thinking of you as he was throwing your scooter at the police. Just
Sorry, we're
saying.
gonna be right back. I've been drinking too much Red Bull.
He's just gonna go
I-
two laps around his house real quick.
I have a proposition for all of us. Let's see how to word this. We can either work towards this Lesker business, or we can crawl and beg to Eliza for more help, which I'm certain I can smooth over. We could also push forward on our possible idea concerning this program that should not be in the hands of such titanic entities, or entity in the singular province. Now, myself and Chord are quite sold on this idea, but I wanted to run it through both of you before we personally do anything more on that front.
I think Shay needs to hear all that.
What? What's going on? Huh?
Shade. I mean, you know, we want to steal a copy of it and sell it.
Huh? Okay.
Okay. See, it's easy. That's how you do. That's how business is done.
Like that sounds all good.
Can we do that though?
And all
I'm
that,
certain
but,
if we get the proper equipment, which I am working on, we can. Chord, you're the one who has to do the hard work, essentially. That's why you're getting a 40% cut.
Can we not hurt people though? Is this something that we can agree on? Like, like in all situations, yeah. I don't think it's necessary.
Well, you do understand that we might have to work for the Yakuza.
Oh, no, I don't actually know that. That seems like a bad thing.
It is, yeah. But it's actually a good thing because
gets you a favor.
It gets me a favor. It gets us a favor. It means we can get to Mr. Jameson faster and easily because we have basically no access right now.
You don't gotta kill nobody, Haas.
I don't mind knocking someone down and out. I'll even take a couple of teeth, but people got a right to live, you know?
Well, yes, but I do have a proposition to cover any possible unfortunate incidents.
One thing, if we do deal with the Yakuza, we can tell them that we have many humans on the team, because they will shut us down. Like,
do I have to clip my ears?
Okay.
No.
If any of you guys have Yakuza knowledge, you could take the opportunity to roll them, or if you have Syndicate knowledge,
nope.
To roll them to see what you know about Tanji Shinsaku.
I have Syndicate.
That's the group we're working with, right?
Who's this?
That is the clan, if you will, that you would be working with. Yes.
Oh, okay. I don't have any.
Same.
2 successes on the Syndicates.
Tasty roll. Tasty roll. Okay, Shade, you've been in Seattle a long time. You know the big player that runs the Yakuza in Seattle is the Shotazumi Ringo. It got corrected in 5th edition, I should mention. It was Shotazumi Gumi, now it's Shotazumi Ringo. That is run by Hanzo Shotazumi. Essentially, he's kind of the wise councilman that heads the entire thing. He's the Oyabun. He kind of has his fingers in all the pies Yakuza related, if you will. The Shinzaku family, they report to him. They're kind of one of his main enforcers, one of the small families that owe allegiance to him. What you know about Shinsaku specifically, Tanji is not known to have a lot of love for the Shotazumis. He doesn't like their old regime. He doesn't like how they're too reliant on Mitsuhama Computer Technologies, the corporation you guys stole from, that they're pretty tight in bed with. He doesn't much care for that. He's a very traditional sort of man. He cares about honor, Japanese traditions, Bushido, that kind of culture. He cares about preserving that, and not becoming too dependent on MCT. He sees them more as a resource, more or less. So he would not be opposed to having some kind of leg up over the Shotozumis, possibly wanting to assume more control, or he may want to find some leverage over MCT to get his own way of doing things done. He has been known to work with Shadowrunners a lot. In fact, he's one of the main points of contact for the Shotozumi, for the sake of any Shadowruns needing to be done for the Yakuza. So he kind of acts as the contractor.
But he's also traditionalist, which means he's probably, like, even if he works with Yakuza, or even if he works with Shadowrunners, and he's more of a traditionalist Japanese, I don't expect his outlook on metahumans to be improved by that.
Now, I'm glad you brought that up. Tanji is a very pragmatic man.
Yeah, I was going to say, unless he is a meta himself.
He is a human, but work that has come through him, there have been metahumans that have frequently gone through him. So he doesn't have necessarily a huge problem with it, though he does objectivize any metahumans. Like, they're tools to him, really.
But that's all Shadowrunners, essentially.
Yeah, but metahumans, in the eyes of the Yakuza, traditionally, it's, oh, look, Shadowrunners, tools that I can use.
So in other words,
as opposed to metahuman Shadowrunners, tools I can use and then discard forcefully if needed.
So in the eyes of
metahuman
Tanji,
Shadowrunners are tools my tools can use.
Exactly.
Fair enough. So yeah, LZT and Chord, Shade and Chord, they would be seen as equals, like with respect. Whereas Four and Smiley and Haas, they would just be seen as, you know, Haas might as well just be a big metal arm, is how he would see him, or Four might as well just be a talking microphone or something.
I am an anthropomorphic microphone.
Yeah, but you're not even XLR though. You're like a shitty USB one.
And LZT, that is what you know of Tanji. He's also very reputable among Shadowrunners. He gives good work. He gives good money.
Have I worked with him before in my 15 years?
Roll D6. Let's find out. You've never worked with... You've done jobs for him. You've heard about them for sure. Not Shortstop. Shellshock. Shellshock has arranged work with his Johnson, Grant Lesker, but you haven't done any work directly for him, no.
Okay. Did Shellshock do any work with him before he went over to fixing?
No.
No.
He has not done work himself, no. He has arranged work, though.
How about Shortstop?
No.
Okay. Lorenzo? Like, super unlikely. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, because he's got lower connection than everyone else. So.
It's a lot of bad rolls.
Yeah, and that's all of my connections as well. All my contacts.
See, if my dice could talk, they'd probably be telling me, as a GM who's been rolling terribly, they would tell me, it's not that personal, we just don't like you, game bastard.
Yeah. You can hear them in the background. Clear compensation.
Haha. Hee hee.
Haha. Hee hee. Haha. Hee hee. Tee hee. Continue.
Yeah, I mean, could probably get in contact with this person, but
that's good to hear.
Yeah,
because regardless,
me and Chord wouldn't be a problem. Would be would be tools, you know, but respected tools. Tools
So
that are respected because they're good at what they do. You and Big Man would be considered, you know, lumps of meat.
Well,
One significantly augmented bigger lump of meat.
are you sure? Because I think, well, I'm sorry, this is rude, but I find it amusing that the lack of your arms might give me an advantage in the meat department.
Yeah, no, it's the fact that, you know, and I point to the ears and like these, and then I point at the like
the horns
on Haas, like these and these.
The horns, the tusks, the big muscles, the giant size.
All right, we get it. They're not humans.
They're racist.
No, racist is them.
You don't get it. In Japan, they send all the metas to an island. They don't live with the rest of the people.
All right.
That's
So-
how segregated metas are in Japan. They live on an island.
It was basically Auschwitz in Japan.
Yeah.
That's
No joke.
awful. That's no good.
That's what I mean by they're kind of assholes, you know?
Okay, I don't like working for these people
I think it
anymore.
was called like Demon Island or something like, wasn't it? Oni Island or something like that?
Yomi Island, yes.
Yomi Island, yeah, Demon Island.
Okay.
So
Do
I'm just
either
saying,
you-
happy that you're not in Japan, because you be fucked.
I like the sheer. Okay. Well, listen, we can do that, or we can beg Eliza, and I think we should decide right now to do one of those things today. Because we need to get things done, or else Neona is going to get someone who's better than us.
Chord, have you told the rest of the team about what you uncovered with your data?
Yeah, I'll share that with them. Got some transaction data from that shop, from the terminal we got there. Looks like there were. It's not too much useful information, but it looks like there were a large number of, or some particularly large monetary transfers from there to bank in I didn't write down the name.
The bank?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, the bank.
The bank that the funds have been deposited to
Yeah,
is the First National Bank of Seattle, specifically the Linwood branch,
the Linwood branch of the First National Bank of Seattle.
which I'm going to ping on the map for you guys because I actually preset the destination.
Oh, lovely.
Lovely. I'm so good, GM. I do a good job, y'all. Alright, so let's change this to the token layer. Up here.
I hand over the paper with a signature to Core, like if you need the original.
Yeah, that'll come in handy. I scan it with my
TI-84.
Yeah, you had to take segments of it. Click.
I've got a separate thing for that.
I imagine he has like a photo stitching software because he only has like a 2-megapixel camera built in, so he has to take really close-up pictures.
And meanwhile, the rest of you guys who are used to all the fancy technology that life gives you, you probably look at Chord and go, "You old-fashioned, inefficient weirdo."
You murdered a tree!
It, like in my backpack, I like open up a side panel and I like just kind of fiddle around to try and get this paper to go into it, like so it fits like $1 into a machine kind of, and it sucks it in and scans it.
You guys hear loud.
Oh no! That was a shredder.
Oh,
It makes a lot
Oh
of
no!
clicking
The other
and
side is the
beeping noises.
laminate machine.
It makes a lot of clicking and annoying beeping noises. It draws the eyes of a few patrons there at the Soy Calf shop.
I smile at them.
Smiley, signature moves. Smiley.
I imagine Chord plugging into the Matrix makes it sound like an old 14.4K modem.
The dial-up.
Beep.
Yep.
Hey, Chord, get off the internet. I need to use the phone.
Oh, Lord.
Anyways, I don't know what that means. I mean, I guess it probably means that Jameson lives in Linwood, right? But that's a big area.
Yeah, it's not like we're going to go door to door on this.
Speedy, I should mention this bank is relatively close to where the shop was. I didn't leave the markup, but the shop was basically around here.
Well,
So
that means nothing then.
all it means
Begin
is...
again. I didn't see the pink. Could you begin again?
Sure. All it means is that is the closest bank, First National Bank of Seattle, to the Virtual Electronica shop.
Remember, you can shift and hold click to drag us all over to that area.
Well, that's what I've been doing.
Really?
I haven't
Yeah,
been dragged anywhere.
Yeah, it's not been dragging me anywhere.
that's weird.
Stupid
'cause-
GM layer.
Let's try. Okay, does that...
That did it.
anything? Oh. I had to switch off the GM picky layer to do it.
I told you, stupid GM layer.
Was there anything else in that data that would have stood out to me as significant, or like it?
Aside from the bank, no. The bank is literally the hugest lead off of that whole thing.
Okay, I mean, all right. Could I hack into the bank and trace? I mean, if I have the name of the person, name of the account holder, could I hack into the bank and figure out where the money is being transferred to from there, or see if he's recently made an in-person appearance to make a withdrawal?
If you have no attachment to your brain cells and your consciousness, you may make the attempt and possibly die in the process.
Okay,
Sounds
sure. Yep. All right, let's do it. Let's roll.
good. What you got to lose, man?
Okay, I'll just
This is
roll.
the
I'll just roll 30-something dice here. Okay.
No. So we'll hold off on that for now.
Finish your soy cough first.
But yeah, the fact that you have a signature, and the fact that you found the bank that the money goes to, and most likely where his whole account is based, you could probably request information if you're smooth enough.
all the money.
Yes, I could. Okay,
If you're clever enough.
can I forge his signature to make a withdrawal from the bank?
You'd have to get access to one of their forms, which they only have on site.
All right, sweet.
And you'd have to find a way to do it discreetly.
I mean, you don't have to discreetly get a form, right? Anyone can get one of those.
But put your forgery on it.
Yeah, but I mean, you can take a form out and sign it later, right?
This is one of those digital forms. For security purposes, they use a digital form.
Damn digital forms. That's where they get you.
Hello.
Yeah, so essentially once you go into the location, you can then access any required forms and then sign them through AR. Then the whole thing gets processed inside the bank.
Could
If it's through AR, you should be able to hack it.
Yeah.
He has to go to the bank first.
Could I remotely use this signature to get other information from the bank potentially, though?
I think if I should make you roll a knowledge for this. Now I'll just give it to you. So, on some Shadowrunning experiences, when banks are involved, aside from just a classical bank robbery, if you wanted to acquire certain information on a client, which this is some tactic sometimes used to trace down the locations of people, if you basically convince a representative you are affiliated or related to the person in question you're trying to track down, you could try to request some basic information like, say, loans or mortgages. that the bank might be handling. That's one tech that's often used.
And that would give an address if they had like a home loan or something.
Yeah, if there's a mortgage involved, there has to be an address on where the money is being used for and the records. And this is how Shadowrunners sometimes manage to do it, and do it by getting simple paperwork and not having to hack the whole goddamn bank.
I would like to do that, please.
Okay. Thankfully, you have a face.
Thank God.
A face.
Excuse me?
So with this signature and with this info on the bank, we can probably figure out Jameson's location if he's got a mortgage out or anything like that with his address on it.
I see.
It's just gonna take some convincing. Gonna need you to tell them that you're an associate of Mr. Jameson's and have been asked by him to request some certain information about his loans of some kind.
I see. I think I can sufficiently bullshit my way through that. Please give me the phone number.
Just listen. I wouldn't bring up the cat club. That seemed like you kind of dropped the ball.
The what club?
The cat club.
You know,
Okay,
feline.
The feline fandom. The cat club. The kitten.
So-
Connoisseurs.
What the fuck is a cat club?
The furry friends.
Yeah. We'll explain later. For now, I have to con a bank. Is this con or is this something else?
You'll most likely be doing cons. You have to go to the bank first.
Okay, we'll do this to go to the bank. And then what are we doing next? Are we raiding his house that he has a mortgage on?
Yeah. Or just friendly knock on his door.
All right, that is the plan for today. Let's go do it.
Okay.
It's not like he knows all our faces or anything. He can't hear you, LCT.
I imagine Hoss being the one who knocks. With a friendly knock on the door.
I tried to limp it hard to go bang.
Is the one who knocks.
All right.
All right.
This is probably it's probably a good segue for our first break, if that's all right.
Yes, please.
All right, cats, we're gonna go ahead and take a break. We'll be back in about 5 minutes. We'll see you then. Don't go anywhere, and if you do,
Cats.
you better get your butts back. So go ahead, run to the bathroom, do a bio, get yourself some drinks, and we'll see you in just a moment. So behave, and we'll see you soon.
Cats.
Don't behave. That's boring.